What are the risks of only listening to the most articulate or visibly distressed child or young person? How do we include the quiet, angry, and silent voices?
I think that takes a lot of creativity and a lot of patience. Because you're right, we can often fall into the trap of, the loudest gets the most attention, or like you're saying, the most visibly distressed creates a lot more response from agencies and professionals. And so the danger is missing the quieter children. The danger can be also not having all the facts we need to even shape some of the interventions we have. And so some of the things that we could be offering could be a lot better tailored to children of vast needs. But if we're not taking the time to find out what they are, because they're not presented in the same way, we can again do agencies a lot of disservice, do families and children that rely on intervention and services a lot of missed opportunities. And I think being creative might look like using art forms of connection um, to try and elicit sort of where that child might be at or what that young person might be facing. It could look like, again, building on rapport with them, um, as opposed to managing behaviors, which can be the other spectrum that you mentioned of the more visibly distressed. We could just focus on building that connection anyway with young people, whether they are withdrawn or whether they're not talking or they're quieter. And eventually, again, if you've earned that trust and they feel like sharing, we will get to more idea about how they're doing and how they're finding certain things or their trauma or whatever it is. So I think finding creative ways that focus on connection um, can be a good solution or a good route to what you're asking about. How we're connecting with young people that are maybe not as visibly distressed, but still we know something is going on for them.